Today we're going to talk about another cause of dementia. The name of the disease is called Lewy body dementia. So I'm getting this information from the National Institutes of Health's National Institute on Aging. So let's start with the name. What is a Lewy body? A Lewy body is a protein that deposits itself on the brain, and it affects thinking, movement, behavior, and mood. It's one of the most common forms of dementia. And there are two types of Lewy body dementia. First is dementia with Lewy bodies, and the next one is Parkinson's disease dementia. It shares some of the same symptoms as Alzheimer's, but it's different in a lot of important ways. Lewy body dementia is often misdiagnosed as schizophrenia or other psychological disorders or psychiatric disorders. Its onset typically occurs in people who are ages 50 and beyond, and it occurs more so in men than women, just slightly more so than men than women. And it can occur alone or with other brain disorders. The National Institute on Aging lists 5 different signs and symptoms of Lewy body dementia. You've got the cognitive problems like we talked about with Alzheimer's dementia. There are movement problems, sleep disorders, behavioral and mood symptoms, and there are other symptoms that let a skilled professional know how to differentiate between Alzheimer's dementia and Lewy body dementia. Okay, so let's start off with the cognitive symptoms. During our first discussion on dementia, I defined cognitive functions as thinking, memory, reasoning, language comprehension, perception, communication, problem solving, and the ability to pay attention and focus. The cognitive functions in Lewy body dementia can fluctuate from one day to the next, or sometimes from one moment to the next. One of my loved ones has Lewy body dementia, and quite honestly, I don't know what to expect as far as speech, behavior, any of those things from one day to the next. You just kind of have to roll with it. In Lewy body dementia, you'll notice unpredictable changes in concentration, attention, alertness, and the ability to stay awake, and you'll see these changes from day to day. A person with Lewy body dementia may stare into space or seem drowsy or sleep during the day even though they got plenty of sleep the night before. One thing that I find the most problematic with Lewy body dementia is that the flow of conversation with someone with Lewy body dementia can be disorganized, unclear, or completely illogical at times. I'm going to read an example for you. Okay, so here we go. Do you remember the time when we went on vacation and the house ran across the street to the apples in the car? This is an example of a sentence that someone with Lewy body dementia would say, and that you would have to figure out what they were trying to communicate. Or they might ask you, do you remember, like nothing is wrong, remember my brown dress? I don't either. So that's another example. A person can seem better one day and worse the next, and these cognitive fluctuations differentiate it from Alzheimer's. With Alzheimer's, you see sort of a steady flow downhill of downhill progression. With Lewy body dementia, it's up and down, up and down. Then it may level off for months or weeks, and then it drops, and then it may be up and down again. Another symptom that differentiates it from Alzheimer's and some of the other forms of dementia is hallucinations about things that they see, hallucinations about smells or odors or sounds. So basically, they may see, smell, or hear things that aren't there. Or a person with Lewy body dementia may, for example, mistake a chair for a person. That's one thing you have to look out for with figuring out what kind of dementia that your loved one has. These hallucinations often begin early in the disease process, and they are very realistic and very detailed, such as images of children and animals. These typically are the things that someone with Lewy body dementia will see. My loved one unfortunately sees snakes, and so that can be a little scary at times. Now, if the hallucinations aren't disruptive, or if they don't upset the person, they probably won't require treatment. But if the hallucinations are scary or dangerous, your loved one might become violent. So in this case, doctors need to get involved and help you with a new course of treatment. During the next video, I'm going to talk about the movement and sleep disorders that are symptoms of Lewy body dementia. So I will talk to you later, and please, if you know of anyone who is a caregiver and needs this information, let them know about the group and they can join. Talk to you later.